know I'm boring as fuck. But I'm also cute as fuck, so that's probably why you're still watching. What's up guys, it's your boy oKeiz. Today I'm going to be giving you just like a few tips on how to edit faster on console, because I know there's a bunch of console people on Instagram, and there's a couple of tricks that'll help you out. And if you're watching this on YouTube, go follow my Instagram. It's at oKeiz_. That's also in the description. So yeah, let's get into that. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is take your controller. It doesn't matter if it's a Scuff, an Elite, PS4 controller, Xbox controller, just get a cable that will go into the top of it, and you're going to want to play plug. So plug in your controller. That right there, that just at least helps you out a little bit. Thing is, controllers, they have a lot of input delay. Like, you know, we do have that fucking crazy aim assist, but they have a fuck ton of input delay. So when you play plugged, it takes like a couple milliseconds off that, and it's a big difference. So that's the first thing you're gonna wanna do. Okay, so moving on to tip number 2. The second thing you're gonna wanna do is press your menu button, go to settings, and right in front of you, the first tab is your display settings. So what you're gonna wanna do is go down to where it says motion blur and make sure that you have that off, please. I know motion blur looks good in clips, but you can always add motion blur afterwards, and if you need an app to do that, or you need a recommendation, just DM me and I'll set you up. But what motion blur does is it basically like purposely doesn't process between the frames so that it blurs them all together, and what that's gonna do is your frames, you're editing on a frame. So if you edit in the middle of a frame when it's blurred, it's not gonna register. And I know that makes no sense, but it's really important that you have this off. It just makes everything run smoother, your FPS stays higher and constant, and you just don't have to worry as much. So it's great. You should definitely have it off, please. Tip number 3, play, edit, confirm on release. I know some of you might not want to do that, and that's completely fine if you choose not to. But the thing is, with confirm edit on release, even if you don't want to get used to like just not clicking your confirm button, because it's really hard to get used to, and also if you're on console, it doesn't always register like if you click it really fast, which everybody knows. So I know that, but the thing is, you can still click your confirm button like you normally would with double binds, but it's still gonna edit for you, and it'll respond this time because you're still clicking your confirm button in between, so you're like, you still have that little bit of spacing, and that spacing is enough time for the game to react to what you just told it to do, and it will actually edit it, unlike if you were to just use confirm edit release and not click your confirm button. So I would recommend, if you play double edit binds, throw confirm edit on release on and still click your confirm button, because it'll definitely improve. I guarantee it. Okay, so what you see on screen right now is my personal controller settings. I'm not gonna show all of them because I can make a separate video on that, and I probably will if you guys want to know, so let me know about that. Maybe I'll do an Instagram poll. But basically, this isn't completely necessary, but a lot of people think the faster your editing sense, the faster your edits, and that's not true, because that just makes them more inconsistent and you're gonna miss tile edits. So what that's gonna do is you're gonna go to edit arch in a wall, the four tile arch wall, and you're gonna miss one. You're gonna do it again, you're gonna miss one, you're gonna try to do it faster, and it's just not gonna work. And eventually you might get used to it, you might, but you're still gonna be missing a lot more edits than if you had a lower one. So you really do want to have a lower editing sense. So if you don't know what to do with that, just use mine as an example. Go ahead and use my settings, it doesn't really matter. And if you want to see a full settings video, again, I will definitely do that. That sounds great. Alright, so tip number 4, the final tip, also actually includes a bonus tip, so you're welcome. So we're going to start with the bonus tip first, because I actually need to fix it before I like get the clips for this. So if you have a button on your controller that stops working, like for me, this is an expensive controller, and I was pretty mad that the right bumper stopped working. Because, like, as you can see right now, I'm recording my gameplay, I'm clicking right, and it registered right there. But if I go to my settings and try to switch tabs, just doesn't work. But if I use the left one, no problem. So what I figured out is, after like a lot of banging my controller around and trying different things, restarting my controller, all that stuff, I figured out if you actually just, whatever button it is, just, let me pull up my mask, literally blow on it. You don't have to blow hard, you don't have to blow for a super long amount of time, but now look at this. If I go to my settings page and I start clicking the bumper, see? Same controller. So it really does make a big difference. Now that the bonus tip is over with, we're on our final tip. So this is a little bit of an add-on to the last one I showed you where you can fix your button. This is gonna sound really weird, but whatever your edit bind is, like mine is left stick. Take your mask off, it's very important. Put your mouth on the joystick, like that. And mine has holes in the middle, so it's easier, but if you don't have a controller where you can take off the thumbsticks, just pull it back and blow in it. And then pull it to the left and blow in it. And just do that for every direction. On my controller, it's blow right in the middle. And you don't think that'll do anything, but what it actually does is, I put my mask back on because Corona. You don't think that'll do anything, but what will actually happen is like grease from your fingertips and your palms being sweaty will get into the controller and it'll make like the little actuation thing harder to click in because there's a bunch of grease and shit in there. And you can't really like open up your controller and clean it out. Well, you can, but that'll avoid warranty. So if you blow in there, a lot of times it'll loosen it up or push it out of the way, and then bam, you can edit like brand new. Okay guys, so I'm filming this after I already edited the video. I left one tip out, and I think it's actually relatively important. When you're editing, you're gonna wanna be gentle. And I know that doesn't really make sense, but let me turn my hair triggers off. When you pull your trigger, it doesn't activate all the way down here. You don't have to pull it all the way there. You only have to pull it as far as it takes to activate it. My controller, you can change where it activates, so I have it set like right when you click it, which is perfect. Your controllers probably won't do that. It'll probably be more around like the halfway point. And somebody called me. I personally reset with the right bumper. So if you see, you can pull the bumper all the way down and push it in hard, or you can barely tap it and you can click it really fast. So if you barely tap it, you can reset really quickly. So if you have your hands tight and comfortable, but not smashing your controller, and you're just like calm and collected with your edits, you'll find that you can do it a lot faster, and less flicky edits mean more consistency. So that's a really good tip, and you guys should 100% use it. Okay, now I gave you all my favorite tips, and of course there's other ones. I'd recommend watching Flea's video. That was a great video on like other things, like not including your actual controller. How to build up consistency, getting timing right. That's super important. So I highly recommend you look one of those up, or you go watch Flea's video. It makes a big difference, and it may take like not even an hour or two to get your timing perfectly right, and then you're just set. Your editing will be so much faster in Fortnite, like so much faster. And it's helped me improve a lot. If you look in my past posts, I don't know if I did a lot of free building, I don't think I did, but all my friends can see it, I can see it. I've just become a much better player after figuring this stuff out, and I've showed it to my friends, and it's helped them out a lot, so I wanted to share with you guys because I thought it would be a great idea. So thanks a lot for watching, if you like stayed with me through this whole fucking thing, because I know I'm boring as fuck, but I'm also cute as fuck, so that's probably why you're still watching, right? So like all jokes aside, guys, thank you for watching. Peace out, you know?